Good late morning, ladies and gentlemen. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. I didn't come at you wildly yesterday. I haven't really been feeling too terrific lately. Honestly, what was yesterday? Wednesday. I had to lie down quite a bit, just stomach issues. It wasn't a good scene, so what the heck was I going to come at you wildly about? And then today is my deadline day here at the Community News. I'm not at the Community News, really, but I'm with them. So today's my deadline day. It's not going so well this week in terms of sales. It just isn't. The weather affects people's decisions quite a bit, I've noticed. And also a long time ago, I heard that there was some data that pointed to people are more agreeable on Tuesdays. So I always start my calls on Tuesdays. That's why Mondays are basically free days for me. But today is not Tuesday, it's Thursday, and I have a lot to do. But, I don't really have much to report unless you want to hear about my stomach burning situation, and I'm sure that you don't, ladies and gentlemen, so I will spare you of that. Let's see, what's going on around here? My son, the child, known as Spencer, will be here tomorrow at some point. Really, that's all the excitement that's going on around here. Cats, cats are always fun. They're getting adjusted, whatnot. Today, I discovered that Bernadette has lost her necklace. She got into a cat fight. They're always fighting. These cats are afraid of Bernadette. I really can't get over it. I'm absolutely stunned by this whole thing. I think she just wants to play. And then big, huge Maine Coon Louise comes into the room. My gosh, is she huge. And she runs away from Bernadette. And then Bernadette thinks that it's playtime, And so I heard something funny. She chases her. And I don't know what happened, but all I know is I reached down to pet Bernadette. She had no necklace, so I went and got one of the other ones that I ordered. It was like a bulk deal, ladies and gentlemen. So I know this is absolutely gripping information today. Really, the weather's kind of gloomy. We have some snow on the ground. High winds were in play yesterday. I'm very frightened of high winds, I have to be quite honest. A chair was blowing around wildly in the yard. I went out and had to kind of maneuver the garbage, the empty garbage that had flown. Calm down with your excitement over this video. I know it's gripping. Kind of put it so it wouldn't blow around, and just things were all over the place. I felt like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, for heaven's sake. So, really, right now I'm feeling decent, so I better get moving with work. What else can I tell you? I mean, how boring can I be, ladies and gentlemen? Let me think. I have been listening to some interesting people on YouTube. I bet you a dime most of you have known these people forever. And I always forget how to pronounce the one gentleman's last name. Let me write it down. It might work out if I do that. Hold on. Okay, I wrote it down. It's Adam Kokesh, Kokesh. Interesting person, really. Evidently has had a YouTube channel, Adam versus the man, or Adam and the man, or something like that, or Chico, don't be discouraged, the man, he ain't so hard to understand. For my older viewers, you will get that reference to Chico and the Man, a television show from my youth. So, Chico, don't be discouraged, the man, he ain't so hard to understand, starring Freddie Prinze. Okay. This gentleman's kind of interesting. Now, I don't agree with all the libertarian philosophy. I do to a point. When he gets to the free market part, it's a little bothersome. I'm not sure what he means by that. I suppose if we could define terms on that, I might be I would certainly be open to listening to it. I do like the idea of of the local participation in communities or whatever. I don't want to even say government, because the goal of his philosophy would be to get rid of the state altogether, which coincidentally is also the goal of communism. People don't realize how much these things have in common, and they throw around labels. I've heard people lately say something about equating communism and fascism, and to me that sounds a little out there, because the absolute goal of communism is a stateless society. Same thing it is with anarchism. So do you understand what I mean? So these people can join together on those topics, I feel. Okay, moving along. So he's really good about talking about the military, talking about, government. What have governments done for us in terms of, federal government? it's like a criminal enterprise, really, getting us into wars. I mean, I know that probably 90% of the world's population does not want wars, yet we do it all the time. And not just us, other countries. So are we really being represented here, or is it our government's getting us into this chaos? What's that saying? Problem, reaction, solution. I think it is. I believe David Icke coined that. Oh my goodness, I'm going out on a limb today, aren't I? So yes, I've been listening to him a little bit, and just taking in the information and trying to have an open mind about certain things. And like I said, a lot of it I do agree. I agree with him about it. Especially the organizing on a local level and coming together. I think with the libertarian philosophy, it's more they call it volunteerism, where they equate taxes with violence, like violently taking something that you earned from you. I can see that a bit. I think it might go over the top a little bit, but I understand his point of view. So I've been looking at him. I've also been looking at a fellow, I'm not going to remember the name of the channel, High Impact something, all one word, like that's going to help you. Hang on, ladies and gentlemen, I have something in my eye. It's always fun to see a video, like the background looks funny when people are walking, so I thought I'd give you that joy. I'm here in the sunroom now. High something Impact, I don't know what. I think he's kind of libertarianish as well. Or, yeah, I think so, but he went to that, pardon me, I should have used a tissue. My mother will clutch pearls. He went to that march in Washington and interviewed some of the kids and all. And also, that was pretty good. I enjoyed how he did that. And also Sane Progressive, Sane, S-A-N-E, Progressive is really on target, no pun, with a lot of this stuff. I didn't realize some of the legislation they're wanting to push through has to do a lot with mental health and how that's determined, and it seems like giving more power to the police state to decide who is and isn't mentally stable. It's a slippery slope, to say the least. So if you want to get a different perspective on this or what have you, or look into it deeper, I do recommend Sane Progressive, S-A-N-E Progressive. And she makes a point now, because she's like I am, we've dropped our political identities and we focus on issues. And I think we leave labels at the door as well. She makes it clear in the beginning of recent videos anyway that, she kind of made her name. She grew her YouTube channel under Sane Progressive, and she used to be more of a leftist kind of political thinker and used to find herself to be a progressive, but now she's left that behind. But it wouldn't be really, it would be kind of not, it wouldn't help her to change the name of the channel, because that's what she grew under. Do you know what I mean? So if you're more of a conservative, a member of the lounge, don't clutch pearls over the name of the channel, I'm saying, because she's very honest about things and I think that, how am I trying to say this? Just don't let the name of what she calls herself throw you off at all, because she has a lot of good points. She does a lot of research and has a lot of evidence to back up what she says, and especially about this whole deal with wanting to put mental health front and center, and how that's determined, and how evidently 1 out of 2 Americans will be diagnosed in some way with a mental health disorder. Even if you had depression or anxiety, it could really lead to sort of a rights grab, I think is her point. And so I just try to look at all the different angles of this. I have looked at it from the perspective of those who want the gun control, I guess you'd say, a lot. So I'm not just looking at the one area. I've already looked into the other. And I'm learning quite a bit. I think my mind's opening up to it. And that's all I really want for people, is for them to maybe open their mind or listen to somebody who they might have deemed to be insane earlier or something. I mean, I got away from listening to libertarians a long time ago, but I find myself lately listening just to see what they might have to offer. And a lot of it seems good. And as does like a socialist, like Caleb Maupin. I enjoy listening to him as well. So I just like to garner a lot of different viewpoints. Well, with that, I am going to sign off. This has been kind of a long video. I thought I'd make up for my absence yesterday. Hopefully I will continue to feel good today, because I really need to, although I'm getting a headache right now. I just remembered I've not been taking my vitamin D. That could be a lot of my issues. This time of year, normally it's not snowing, and I'm able to sit out in the sun and get it naturally, but I have not been able to do that, clearly. So, okay, Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. Please join me. Join others. Drop your political identities. Let's focus on issues. Leave labels at the door. Research before you judge. And remember that War is a Racket by General Smedley Butler. Please pick up a copy. Look at it online. It's not a very long book. And also those two men of whom I spoke earlier, the one, I'm sorry, I forgot his name, High Impact something, and Adam Kokesh, they promote this book as well from time to time. Okay, that's all. Bye. Love you.